It's Nikki here with your national housing market update. We are entering a calmer and more settled landscape in the final months of the year. The market remains resilient, with transactions holding steady, supported by committed movers and realistic pricing. According to Nationwide, house prices rose 0.9% in October, the largest monthly rise in over a year. The market is holding steady, underpinned by realistic pricing and motivated movers. Pricing sensibly remains key, as purchasers are cautious not to overpay. Rightmove data reveals that 37% of properties have had their asking price reduced since the start of the year. Good quality stock in sought-after locations continues to attract strong interest, and the average price of a prime property is £1,258,000. On an annual basis, there has been a slight softening of 0.8%. With unemployment figures and inflation remaining the same, and the bank rate being held once again at 5.25%, we appear to be entering calmer territory. Although down on last year's levels, according to HMRC, transactions have been stable since June this year. The Royal Institute of Surveyors measure of home buyer demand is down on last year, but has improved since August. Often an indicator of future demand, mortgage approvals dropped to 43,300 in September, which is below the long-term average. Looking at the Bank of England data, this is, however, a 9% improvement on the start of the year. Although activity from mortgage buyers is down, the number of cash buyers is steady, and this is set to be the second largest buyer group this year, after first-time buyers. According to Zoopla statistics, in 2023, cash buyers have accounted for 1 in 3 sales, compared to an average of 1 in 5 over the last 5 years. Looking to next year, with interest rates likely to fall and inflation tracking to reach its target of 2%, in the first half of 2025, market momentum should gather pace. Combined with pent-up demand and the usual uplift of buyer demand in spring, activity should improve. Although demand is subdued, some green shoots have been appearing. Competition in the mortgage market is growing, and consumer confidence, albeit negative, has reached its highest reading since January 2022, according to the GfK Consumer Confidence Tracker. Data from 20CI reveals that stock levels are showing signs of improvement, with supply above £1 million rising by 9% in the last year, although this remains below pre-pandemic levels. Despite facing significant challenges, the property market remains resilient, as demonstrated by relatively small price falls. Larger house price falls have been protected by low unemployment, growing incomes, and a small but positive growth in the economy. Mortgage lenders are assisting customers with refinancing, limiting the number of forced sellers. All eyes will be on the government's upcoming autumn statement to provide a clearer indication on the outlook for the UK economy. The government is reportedly considering an inheritance tax cut, with the potential to abolish it in the future. Both welcome news for homeowners. Currently, inheritance tax is charged at 40% for estates worth over £325,000, with an extra £175,000 allowance towards a main residence if it is passed on to children or grandchildren. Married couples are able to share the allowance, meaning that parents can pass up to £1 million to their children with no tax to pay. With rising house prices over the long term, a greater proportion of people are being drawn into paying the tax.